What is up, ladies and gentlemen worldwide, patriots worldwide? Shout out to everybody listening. Ads here, ads at the chosen one of YouTube and the real chosen one of brand new YouTube. So check out my brand new YouTube channel, guys. Just doing a shout out and a thank you to everybody who recently either signed up to my Patreon list or donated to me in somehow. I want to thank Gareth for hooking me up with enough money to feed myself. He said, go get yourself a burger when you're done with George Webb. So thank you for that, Gareth. John and Dolly, of course, as well, a couple weeks ago over on the GoFundMe. And then for my Patreons, I want to thank everybody who subscribed recently. Venus, of course, Neighborhood News Hour John, and now Mark Kulak as well. I'm going to really get into his work, and I'm excited to learn from him in this sphere. And then Scout Carol, someone who is mysteriously only known by the letter A. And then another name, like a username, looks like I can't read the whole thing. Girls and Baseball. Okay. That's an interesting name. But yeah, I just a big shout out and thank you to everybody who signed up. It really helps, I think, a lot more than people realize. So I just wanted to make that known to anybody who may be tuning in. I'm actually in New York now. I'm at another YouTuber's place where I'm going to be staying for about a month or so, and we're going to be working together. People who know who I'm talking about know what room I'm in, and it actually does look better in the dark. So we'll definitely get you some videos later with that lighting going on. And I just wanted to talk also about the charrette that I went to at George Webb's hideout down near Washington, D.C., and what I learned from George over the time. I learned he's a better chess player than I am. He's a much better chess player. We played 3 games. He won all 3. But that was fun. Excuse me. I learned a bunch of new books added to my Goodreads list. So I'm going to definitely be sharing those at some point or another. I have a Goodreads account. If people know what that is, it basically helps you log books you've read and books you want to read, and you can make other book lists as well. And I will say hi to Shrimp Daddy for you, Sherry. He is out and about right now. Shrimp is out. He's actually hanging out with a lady, as far as I know. He had to go drop someone off, and then he was going to go hang out with a damsel. So I'm holding down the fort right now. I'm just cleaning up my computer, getting some stuff done, and just wanted to analyze this charrette as well. Shout out to Deborah for being an awesome cook at the charrette. I don't know if she is comfortable with me shouting her out like that, but here we are. She made some great meals, spaghetti and a couple other great meals that we all enjoyed. And like I said, I added a bunch of new authors and books to my Goodreads list, my reading list. I learned a couple new documentaries that I should check out. And I think most importantly, I met up with a bunch of new people that share an interest in history and philosophy, intellectual ideas, and finding out the truth of what really is going on with all of this. So I'm really thankful for that opportunity, and they are having another charrette, and by they I mean the whole George Webb crew. So I'm gonna see if Shrimp would want to go to that, and that'll be in Michigan sometime in the near future. And as we've mentioned before, we're also going to go see Paul Cottrell in New York City. It may be another YouTuber or 2, depending on who gets back to us and how our schedules line up. But what we did over the charrette is we traveled around a bit. The weather wasn't completely cooperative with us. It was flash flooding the very first day we got there. So my lift actually leaving the airport, I met up with someone else at the airport, and we lifted together. He had trouble getting out of DC because it was raining so hard. We saw, cars swimming, and we did make it though. He found a detour, but as the days went on, the weather kind of eased up on us, which was nice, and the sun came out. So we got a couple of really beautiful days right on the Potomac and Wacomico rivers, just at an isthmus there. So that was really really enjoyable. To get in God's Mother Nature, right? We're in the wild a bit, and got some interactions with some ospreys, some birds of prey that live near the water, and the eagles that are moving in as the fall approaches. And with the fall comes cooler weather. And that's one thing I did notice when I got to Maryland was just how much warmer it was than in Wisconsin when I left the previous morning. That morning of. And it is a little chillier here in New York. It's not as cold as Wisconsin was when I left. But once again, I'm just thankful for that Charrette experience. Read Macduff's the new Macduff book from George, and I'll be doing a review on that soon, as well as another book I mentioned, the Charrette. And I think my Charrette videos I posted actually got cut off because of my SSD reached its max, so the file download cut off, and there's a few minutes at the end of at least one of the videos that was cut off. So I'm going to re-upload that today. So be on the lookout for that. And if people want to get in touch with me about going to one of these Charrette type things, I'm sure George would be up for having other citizen journalists, YouTubers, or people just follow this from afar and like to I just realized I posted this on the Shrimp Zoo channel. My channel is Shrimp Zoo. That's okay. But yeah, just message me, and I'm sure people would be open to having you come to the next Charrette. So just a big thank you to my donors and patrons for supporting me. And of course, I'll never thank you or shout you out if you don't want me to. So just let me know about that as well. But just a huge thank you to you guys. It helps out with, gas and food mostly. So yeah, big thank you to all my patrons, and more content coming soon. Shrimp and I are going to do a chat later today, and I got more videos in the works as well. Always editing. So cheers, stay frosty. And let me just look at these comments here. Great interview with Paul Cottrell, George Webb, and Peter Duke. Thank you, Deborah. People can check that out. I've just posted that yesterday, actually, I believe. When you getting Sam back? Sam is, I don't know what I should share, but it'll be a couple weeks. And Sam and I will share a screen once again, and we'll chat again. So it'll be a couple weeks, but we'll talk to Sam again pretty soon here. Hope you had a good trip to DC. Thank you, Jigs. This virus sucks. Keep smiling. Thank you, Dolly. Right back at you. All right. I'll talk to you soon, folks. Stay frosty, and until next time.